line. What kind of shape is Austin Knight in? He's been walking around with that cane for the last several weeks, pretty much since.
Well, we're going to see what happens here. I mean, he seems to be walking fine now, so maybe he's been cleared, bill of health, and ready to go.
Well, there's the bell. The match now officially underway.
Niles made his way to his feet there. He just looks absolutely stunned and gobsmacked by what's just taken place seconds ago. And they're locking up in the center of the ring, both Austin and Drake, with Niall only able to oversee what's going on in the ring. Some lefts and some rights, trading punches. There's an Irish whip there by Austin. Drake able to roll underneath that clothesline. Oh, he wasn't able to avoid that as Austin takes him to the ground and a series of punches to the face. The ref's calling him to break up this onslaught currently, but you know, you got to say that Austin's really taking control at the beginning of this matchup. It looks like that knee injury might be a thing of the past, and you know, I think he might be back up to 100% health. Niall on the outside just yelling at Austin, just saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing? You've disappointed me. You've disappointed everyone. What is going on? What if they, you know, they thought they had agreement, and obviously Austin thought differently."
Well, Austin Knight cares about one person, and that's Austin Knight. When it all comes down to it, sorry about that, folks. Sometimes live television things happen. They're beyond our control, but we're all good now. This is for the Pulse Heavyweight Championship. It is Drake Edwards defending in open challenge against Austin Knight right here on Pulse. There's a leg sweep right there from Drake. Took the legs right out from underneath Austin.
Drake coming off the ropes. Ooh. Taking him down as it rolls out of the way. Keeping the momentum going.
Here comes Drake off the ropes and puts that big punt right between the shoulder blades of Austin Knight.
Using Austin as a football, he drives that right into the goal.
3 points. Now Drake talking a little bit of trash. No love lost between these two whatsoever. You can guarantee that. And here comes Drake off the ropes again.
I've just got to...
He just walked into a flurry of fists from Austin Knight. He's working the core, the midsection right there. That last one doubling Drake right over. Here's another whip into the ropes. Here comes Drake off.
I was going to say, this is the second time Niall has been denied the chance to get his hands on this championship.
Back body drop. Drake landed on his feet. I don't think Austin realizes it. He'd better turn around because here comes Drake. Cyclone kick puts Austin right over the top rope, down to the floor.
Amazing skill of athleticism there from Drake, landing on his feet after that. Austin thought he'd won.
Oh, Drake better be careful. There's not a whole lot of room here. Here he goes over the top rope. Suicide dive. It connects. It looked like Drake might have hit his head on the barricade there. I couldn't really tell from my vantage point. Yeah, it looks like he certainly did.
For a reason.
Well, that's exactly right. He hit his target, but I think he might have carried through a little too far there and bounced his own head right off that barricade. And now Austin's back up.
Talking about heads, Niles there continuing to hold his head after that absolutely vicious onslaught by Austin.
Yeah, there's not really a whole lot of room there to be executing a move like that. Did big running knee lift right there from Drake, followed by a shoulder thrust right up against the barricade.
Ramming him into them metal barricades. Tell you what, that's going to put a tremendous amount of pain on the back.
Drake cinching in that front face lock. They're still outside on the ringside floor. Look at Nile Nightfire holding his head. I mean, you were right with what you said just a few moments ago. This is the second time that Nile Nightfire has sort of come out on the losing end of things here. And did you see Drake just toss Austin back in the ring? Looked like he threw him right over the top rope. Don't ask me how.
You see, he's back in. I was going to say, it must be so frustrating for Nile being able to be this close to this fight, knowing that seconds ago he was going to be in this fight and unable to do anything but overwatch and see the action.
Drake now going to work with those MMA style kicks that he is known so well for, followed by a series of knee lifts right to the face, back kick right to the gut of Austin, going for a pin.
This could be it right here.
Count of 1, 2. Only a 2 count. I mean, this action has been going since the very start. Drake still has his ring coat on. He hasn't even had a chance to take it off yet.
Well, a bit of extra padding, that could have been what protected him from when he hit the railing earlier.
Did you hear Nile Nightfire at the ringside? He says, Drake, I don't like you, but kick the shit out of him. Oh, look at this. Drake up. He's perched on the top rope. He is preparing to springboard here. And look out for Nile. Look out for Nile. Nile's right behind him. He's going to push him right off the top rope.
Either that or he's going to push him in and give him a bit more drive.
Oh, look at that. He went for the flying forearm. Austin caught him, delivered a backbreaker.
Caught him right out of the mid-air.
He just caught Drake Edwards coming right in, used that power of his to catch him and drop him right on the knee, that spine right on the knee. Now Austin Knight up on the second rope.
Looks like he's going to repay the favor.
He's pointing down at Nile and says, this is for you, buddy. He is prepared to... Here he comes with a big elbow drop right to the midsection of Drake Edwards into a pin. Count of 1, count of 2. Drake gets the shoulder up.
What an elbow it was. The height that he went for.
I am not going to repeat what Nile just said.
Nile must be so frustrated right now.
Oh, you know he is. Here's a pickup from Austin. He just grabbed Drake by a handful of hair. And look at this. Here's a bear hug.
Squeezing the life out of Drake. Really putting pressure on him. Trying to take all the air out. I bet he's glad he's got that coat on right now.
Well, that's probably providing a little bit of relief, but not a whole lot. Austin Knight has got that bear hug cinched right in there, and then Drake just clapped the ears, rung the bell, and then took him over with a Hurricane Rana. And the war of words with Nile Nightfire on the outside just continues on.
Normally, I wouldn't be happy about this, the amount of abuse, but in Nile's case, I think rightfully so.
What is Nile even doing there? And Drake just came off those ropes with a running fist right to the jaw of Austin. Nile is still holding that head of his outside the ring. He's just kind of pacing around.
Oh, his head bounced straight off the steel on the apron, as you enter the ring.
Series of knee lifts from Drake, and that last one just knocked Austin right on his back. Drake going for a cover. Count of 1, count of 2.
So close. So close. Seen a little bit of frustration here from Drake.
Well, they're both putting it all on the line here in this championship match, as well they should. That's what you do when a title's at stake. Drake Edwards, the champion. Austin Knight, the challenger. This is for the Pulse Heavyweight Championship. Referee Earl Woodson in charge. Niall Nightfire still down on the ringside floor.
Could be anyone's match right now at this particular moment.
Drake going to work with the knees. There's a third one, fourth. He's got Austin backed up into the corner. Oh, Drake is preparing to charge diagonally across the ring. Here comes Drake.
And like a steam train.
Drop toe hold. Austin Knight caught him coming in. Drop toe hold. Just rammed Drake Edwards right into that second turnbuckle.
That's the third time in this show tonight we've seen that maneuver executed. It's a popular one.
That charge in has not worked well. Austin went for a big knee, and he hit it. That one just may have put Drake Edwards out. Hit a 10 count of one, count of two. Only a 2 count. Somehow Drake Edwards managed to get the shoulder up.
He's going for another pin. 1, 2. Only a 2. He's getting frustrated. This is not the way to do it, Austin. You can't get frustrated, especially with somebody like Drake.
Austin Knight has to go back to work here. This is for the Pulse Championship. You see Drake, you see him holding his head. Here's Austin with a pickup from behind, dragging Drake back to the center of the ring where he can do the most damage. We could get him trapped in the submission hold right in the center of that ring with nowhere for Drake to go. He could be the Pulse Heavyweight Champion. Look at that. Bull Nelson backbreaker.
Vicious backbreaker. Niall on the apron again, only able to watch.
A second full Nelson backbreaker from the illustrious Austin Knight. He wants that Pulse Championship back, and there is nothing that he will not do to get it.
Drake really feeling the impact of that backbreaker. You can see him holding his lower back.
He is waiting. Austin is waiting for Drake to get back up to his feet. Niall was up on the ramp now. He's back down on the floor. Keep your eyes on Niall. I don't have a feeling he's up to any good out there. Now, you know him and Austin, they aren't on the same page, given everything that's happened.
They were last week. This
but
week things have
he doesn't
changed.
like Drake any more than Austin does. Oh, look at that. He went for the AP shot right there. Austin did, but Drake rolled out of the way. And now look at this. Fujiwara armbar. Drake has got the submission hold locked in.
Right in the center of the ring.
Nowhere for Austin to go. He said, tap or I'll snap it. That submission hold is locked in tight. Austin Knight trapped in the center of the ring. Drake Edwards, he is pulling back on that arm. And Austin is trying to fight his way back to the ropes. Is he going to make it? It looks like he's going to. The foot is underneath the ropes right now as we speak. And notice Niall Nightfire doing absolutely nothing at the ringside floor. Offering no assistance to Austin whatsoever. Now Austin Knight has made the ropes. That's going to force the break.
Referee up to a count of 2.
I don't think Niall gives a crap who wins this match. He just wants to see them both punish the hell out of each other.
Well, I think Niall just wanted to be in the ring himself and have an opportunity to finally get his hands on this championship.
Well, if you're Niall Nightfire, what's it going to take in order to make that happen? Because he's been getting the short end of the stick at every possible opportunity.
I don't know. I feel sorry for the guy. I mean, like, he has literally been. He became #1 contender. He was, it was taken away from him. Now he's here out on this open challenge, ready to go. Taken away from him. Somebody just does not want him to have that Pulse Championship.
Who could that somebody be, though? Find out who's pulling the strings. That's when you can make it all happen. Now, Austin is still face first down in the corner. Drake holding his own head. He's having a hard time going in to follow up and try to execute a big move that could get him the victory in this match.
I mean, at the moment, I'm thinking Drake's trying to work out which one of the 3 Austins he needs to pin.
No kidding. Well, there's a pickup right there. Here comes Drake. He's grabbed Austin by the neck. He's bouncing Austin's head off that top turnbuckle. This match continues for the Pulse Heavyweight Championship. Drake Edwards up top in the high rent district. And here comes the diving axe handle. And he nailed it.
You got the right one.
Pin attempt. Count of 1. Count of 2. Only a 2 count.
I thought that was it. I was already halfway up my seat, ready to go backstage. That was done.
What a match we are seeing here. What is it going to take for one of these competitors to keep the other down for a count of 3?
I tell you, you say things about Austin, you say he's a mean guy, he's not a nice person, but goddamn can he wrestle.
And all of that would be true. All of that would be true, but you are absolutely right. He is a fantastic wrestler. He has been Pulse champion before. He wants to be Pulse champion again right here today. And Drake is ready for him. And there's that super kick, but Austin caught him. And look at this. Here comes the pile driver. And he just bounced Drake Edwards' head right off the mat. When was the last time you saw an old school pile driver?
It's been a while, but I mean, perfectly executed pile driver. Really
in many organizations, that move is banned for obvious reasons.
Well, somebody didn't get the memo because we just saw it here right now on Pulse.
Both of them are down. Both of them are struggling to get back up to their feet. Who's going to make it first? One thing you gotta give credit for is look at this. Austin draping the arm. Count of 1, count of 2. Drake gets the shoulder up.
So close.
I was about to say referee Earl isn't in too much of a hurry to make any counts. He's just standing back and letting them fight. Be consistent. I'm okay with that.
Niles saying he's had enough of this crap. And to be fair, I mean, he's put up with a lot of that crap.
And he's got a steel chair in his hand. And he's heading up the ramp, and he is moving towards Drake. He has got that steel chair in his hand, and I think referee Earl sees it.
Earl is looking straight at him.
What is going to happen here? He's got that steel chair, and I think Niall Nightfire has just been ejected from the building. Ladies and gentlemen, Niall Nightfire has just been ejected.
Earl has seen it, and as the official, he has the power to do that.
He certainly does. Folks, Niall Nightfire has been ejected. It is now just Austin. It is just Drake.
For the third time, we've seen Niall now rejected the chance to get anywhere near Drake Edwards.
This championship match continues. Here comes Austin charging in from behind, and the knee express right there. Drake didn't even see him coming in. Drake had his back turned to Austin, and Austin Knight just hit with the knee express.
That's what happens. Oh, and here comes...
Oh, look at this.
Turn 1.
All metal jacket. Are we about to see it? Boom! Into a pin attempt. Count of 1, count of 2, and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and new Pulse Heavyweight Champion, the illustrious Austin Knight.
So that belt's going to be returning home.
The first ever 3-time Pulse Heavyweight Champion.